did you realize on set that it was, did you feel it while you were filming it, that it's terrifying, or not until you saw the first cut?
First of all, the book was a big sensation, and everybody who read the book knew it was going to be a scary movie, including me. When I read the book, I thought it was really terrifying.
Yep.
So we certainly hoped.
This works now, well.
We certainly hoped.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you. That it would be scary. That was the point. That's what we were trying to do. But I must say, when we got into the filming of it, it became scary for us because of the inexplicable things that were happening as we shot. I'll give you just a few. I had been on a spiritual retreat before I started filming, and in talking to the teacher, the spiritual teacher, he said, you know, you're playing with some very heavy energies there. He said, you really should protect yourself. And he made some tapes for me to use in my meditation. And those tapes were in my dressing room with my tape recorder. Before we started shooting, that was stolen. So then we hired a security guy to just be in the dressing rooms at night. He was a young African American who got shot and killed by the police because he came out of his building and put his hand in his pocket and they thought he was reaching for a gun, if you've never heard that story before, right? So, you know, it started out that way. And then the set caught on fire when nobody was there on a weekend when it was closed. And it just kept on going like that, you know, and there were all kinds of deaths. I mean, Linda Blair's grandfather died, and the cameraman's wife had a baby and the baby died. And there were about 5 deaths connected with on the set. And Billy Friedkin, the director, started out making a psychological film. He didn't have any connection to Catholicism or religion or ideas about the devil or any of that. He was telling a story about a girl who was the Linda Blair character, who was upset and damaged by her mother's divorce, and he was following that psychological story. But in a very short time, because we had priests who were working in the film, real priests, suddenly he was asking them to bless the set. So everybody got a little spooked. And we just kept on going. And I remember the first time that it was shown to an audience, it was a preview audience in I can't remember if we were in New York or LA. But I sat next to Billy, and the first effect when I started to go up the stairs to the attic, and there was a flare of the candle I was carrying, and the audience gasped, and then they laughed. And Billy and I looked at each other like, what are they laughing at? But I later read that one way to reestablish balance psychologically when you get out of balance or put off is laughter. So I realized then that they were really, really scared. So we experienced the audience the first time it was shown, and we knew that we did what we set out to do.